Welcome back. One final point before we go tonight. Thanks to President Trump, Speaker of the House Paul Ryan, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, and Attorney General Jeff Sessions, an immigrant child is crying in a cage. Look at this, a child in a cage. Thank goodness this atrocity was exposed by journalist Jose Vargas. The inhumanity of putting this poor baby in a cage. Oh no, wait. This isn't a picture of Trump putting a migrant child in a cage. This is a picture of a staged protest put on by leftists. This is the real picture. See the same kid in the corner of the fake cage on the right side? Yeah, the kid's probably crying because he's mad his liberal parents are using him as a prop. Let me remind you, it was Obama and his people who put migrant children in cages in 2014. Where was your outrage about that? And speaking of children being exploited, where's your outrage about the thousands of unaccompanied minor immigrant children whom the government neglected to keep track of and are now lost to sex trafficking and slave labor? Where's your outrage about the child, the little girl, who was sexually abused by an illegal immigrant named Hugo Javier Gallardo Gonzalez? Gonzalez was arrested for his hideous crime, but when federal immigration officials submitted a detainer request to deport him, that request was denied thanks to sanctuary city policy, and the abuser was released back onto our streets with only a tracking anklet. Where's your outrage about that? If you care so much about exploited and abused children, where's your outrage about the 1 million unborn children who are aborted every single year in our country? Where's your outrage about the 12, 13, 14-year-old girls who were raped by their fathers and their stepfathers, forced to undergo abortions at Planned Parenthood, where Planned Parenthood employees refused to report the rape to police, even though the girls told them what happened and asked for their help? Where's your outrage that Democrats in Congress refused to call for an investigation into this pattern of Planned Parenthood covering up the sexual abuse of children? Where's your outrage about the children here in the United States who were forced to undergo female genital mutilation without anesthesia in order to stifle their sexuality, who can die from this procedure and have to be cut open to give birth? Where's your outrage for the 500,000 young girls, children, who are at risk of this? But liberal politicians are too afraid to speak out against it because they're worried about offending Islamic sensibilities. Where is your outrage for those children? See, that's the thing. You'd rather pretend to be outraged than actually stand up for children who are being oppressed. You'd rather use this child in a fake cage as a prop to try to push your leftist political agenda to try to demonize President Trump than actually fight for immigration policy that will keep children safe. Instead, you'd rather lie. So as long as you keep lying, we will keep exposing you. And that is my final point. You can reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. If you like the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact. In the meantime, catch us here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. And until then, have a good night.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.